Hi guys, this is Megan. This is my introductory activity for elementary students. This is K through 5th grade, so sorry if anything comes off as super cheesy or corny throughout my presentation. Alright, I'll get started. Alright, good morning guys. I just wanted to introduce myself first and do a little activity so you get familiarized with my name, which is Miss Burwinkle. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple signs kind of go along with my name. The first one is the first part of my name, Burr. So we have a guy that's really super cold. And my second sign is a guy making a little winkle face for the second part of my name. So on 3, I'm going to hold up the signs one by one and we're going to practice saying my name. And you can even do a little burr if you want when you see the sign. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Burr. Winkle. Okay. And I will pass around these lovely signs of my very cold guy and my very secretive winking face guy, so you guys can get a little bit more familiarized with my name. And so when you see me in the hallway, you'll know what to call me. Alright, there's those. Alright, the second activity we're going to do is I'm going to tell you 6 fun facts about myself. And let me get something real quick. Alrighty, and this activity is called the hit single of myself. And as you can see, it's kind of shaped like a record or a hit single. And then it's divvied up into 6 different parts, and you can see the 6 different fun facts about myself, which I will pass this around to everybody so they can see, but I will also explain it to you. Okay, so getting started, the first one up here is my favorite type of music. And as you can see, I drew some little cowboy boots there. So of course, it is country music is my favorite type of music. Alright. Next on here is my favorite sports team, and I am from Cincinnati, born and raised, so my favorite sports team is the Cincinnati Bengals. I also like the Reds, but not as much, and they kind of lost recently, so that's not very good either. Alrighty, so my favorite vacation is next. My favorite vacation I ever went on was when I took a cruise to the Bahamas with 5 of my other friends for our senior year of college. We visited a bunch of places, lots of pretty water and nice beaches, and it was just a lovely time. We went to a bunch of different places in the Bahamas, and it was awesome. Okay, so the next one on my record of me is when I was born. I was born February 26, 1990. So about 22 years ago, which is way older than you guys are, but you'll get there someday. Okay, so my favorite food is my last one, I think, and my favorite food is Chinese food. Absolutely love it. I love crab rangoon and sweet and sour chicken and fried rice and the whole 9 yards. I absolutely love it. So, at the end of my presentation, you guys are going to get to make your own hit records of yourself. You can title them whatever you want, and just 6 fun facts you can share that I can see so I get to know you a little better as well as your new school counselor. Alright, and so the next one we're going to go over is the hit record of a school counselor. So I'm going to describe 6 different things that a school counselor may like to do, their roles, and maybe some values of a school counselor. So let me go get that real quick. Alrighty, so this is the hit single of a school counselor, and I titled it after a very popular song right now. Counsel Me Maybe is what it's called, after Call Me Maybe, so I'm sure you guys have heard of that. Okay, so let's get started with the 6 different fun facts about a school counselor so that you guys know what I'm here to help you with. Okay, so my favorite role. My favorite role, and one of the many roles of a school counselor, is to be a nurse of the heart, as I put it. And a nurse of the heart basically means You know, if you're feeling down about something, whether it's in school, dealing with another classmate or a teacher, or something happening at home, any issue at all, you know, we're here, school counselors are here to ultimately, you know, protect your happiness. So we're always there to make you happy. We never want you to see you sad. And, you know, I'm a kind person. I want to be your friend. And that's one of my ultimate goals, is to be a nurse of your heart at all times. Okay. Now, my favorite activity as a school counselor is listening to others. I love to hear other people's stories. I would love to hear your guys' stories. If you have any for me, just stop in my office. I'd love to hear any stories. Anything you have to say, really. I'm open ears, open heart, open eyes to anything that you may want to tell me. Okay. Third thing, favorite sports team. So the favorite sports team of a school counselor is obviously your team. I'm always going to be on your team, regardless of, you know, anything you may think. I'm always going to be on your side, working for the well-being of you guys as students. So we want you guys to be happy at all times. We want to resolve any issues you may be having at school or at home or anything at all. You know, ultimately, just remember, I'm on your side. I am always on your team. Okay. Another role of a school counselor is this is what I call a social justice officer. So we look out for social justice issues such as, you know, there's a couple like bullying, cyberbullying, violence at home, violence at school, you know, problems at school, just relationships between students, anything at all that may be a social justice issue. We're looking to prevent or, you know, help you work with that and, you know, prevent anything from progressing. Whether it's bullying, we want to help stop that if we can. Okay. And another goal of a school counselor is, I have written down here, you may want to look at it. It says education, education, education. At the end of the day, a school counselor is here to help you through your educational process. And at the end of the day, you know, maybe those social justice issues are hindering you from that educational process. And that's why we want to help you fix those things so that education is, you know, easier for you, more effective for you, and that ultimately you're, you know, moving along in the process. So there's that. Okay, last one on here is what I love to do, and I love being your friend. So I hope you guys learn a couple things about me today. I want to be friends with all of you, hear all of your stories, be a nurse to all of your hearts, and at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm on your team. Okay. So the next activity we're going to do is called the prop activity. And I'm going to pull out a couple props and you can tell me what it is. I want you guys to identify it. And then there's a board back here. We're going to write down some of those characteristics of the props that may go along with the school counseling roles that I just described to you. Okay, so we're going to get started with the first prop, and just, you know, anybody shout out, feel free to shout out what it is and what you think it means. All right. Alrighty. This is the first prop. Okay, so what do you guys think this is? Alright, it's a life vest. It's a safety vest. What's it there for? It's to keep you from drowning. So ultimately keep you safe. So we're going to write some things on the board back here to describe maybe some characteristics about this vest that would pertain to a school counselor and my position as a school counselor. Okay, so we'll write it on the board back here. Okay, so you guys said maybe safety would be a characteristic of the vest. Okay. And protection. Okay. What else does maybe a jacket do? Okay, keeps you warm. Keeps you warm, okay. Alright, very good. So, and I won't wear this forever. I'll pass it around to you guys so you can wear it if you want. And all these props are going to be in my office, so you guys can come in and try them on whenever you want. Okay. So basically, what the vest symbolizes is safety, like you guys said, so that was very good, and warmth. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to create a safe environment here at school for you. And that's what that symbolizes. We want you to be safe, we want you to feel warm and appreciated, we want to have good relationships with you, we want to keep you safe, we want to keep this school environment safe and good for you as students. Okay, so we'll move on to the next prop. The next prop is this nice big old camo hat. And yes, I do wear this a lot actually, especially when I go fishing, which I love to do. Okay, and what do you guys think this symbolizes? What does it mean? Okay, what does camo do? It hides you. Okay, we'll write these down as we go. It hides you. What else does it do? It's good for fishing. Okay, we'll write that down. Okay, people can't see you when you wear it, maybe? Okay. Can't see you. Alright. And I'll let you guys wear this as much as you want to. But basically what the camo hat symbolizes for me as a school counselor is the aspect of confidentiality in my office. And what confidentiality means is when you step in my office and close the door, whatever stories you have to tell me. And maybe you don't want your friends to know what you're telling me, this story. Maybe you don't want your parent to know. Maybe you don't want your teacher to know. You're worried about others, finding out what you're struggling with, what your story is. And confidentiality means that whatever you say in my office will be kept there. And whether, there's some legal obligation to where I have to tell someone, unless that happens, it will always be kept in my office. So you don't have to worry about, gossip being spread about you through your friends or your parent finding out or your teachers finding out what you're telling me. It's basically when you walk into my office, it's you and me. And whatever you want to tell me, I'm not going to tell anybody else. So don't worry about it. So this is what that hat symbolizes. And we'll pass this around the room too. Alright, let me see if I have any more props. Okay. Alright, what's this prop? Okay, let's write a couple of things down here. Okay, so this is obviously a Cincinnati Reds baseball hat. So, okay, it's a lot of baseball players wear it. Baseball players. Maybe means that you're on a team. Okay. You work well with others, maybe? Because you're on a team, you maybe work well with others. Okay. Alright, very good. And much like you guys said, the baseball cap symbolizes teamwork. And for me, that means I'm always on your team, like I said before. And it is a cooperative relationship. We are on the same team. We are working together when you step in my office to solve whatever issue you may come in with. So at the end of the day, just remember, again, I am always on your team, and that's what this represents. Alrighty, cool. Let's see here. Alrighty. And does anybody know what this represents or what this is? Identify it for me? Okay, yeah, it's a graduation tassel. Alright, let's write it down on the board. Alright, so what does this represent? Okay, it represents education. Very good. It represents graduating from a certain grade level. Okay. And what else does it mean? And yes, it means accomplishment. That's a big one. Okay, so very good again. So, what the tassel represents for a school counselor is that aspect of education again. We want you guys to make it safely through the educational process, always learning and taking care of any of those other obstacles that may hinder you from learning and being educated. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's all about education here. And that's what we want to get out of this. That's what I'm here to help you with, is your educational process and helping you graduate and accomplish your goals. Alright, so I think that may be the last prop there. Okay, so that's the last of the prop activities. Did you guys have fun? Good. Alright, so we're going to talk about a couple forms, where my office is located and good stuff like that before I go and before you guys make your hit singles. Okay, so where my office is located, if you guys know where the main office is, which is right down the hall here to the left, right as you walk in the main entrance. My office is in there, first door on the right, and I need to show you guys one more thing that's going to be on my door so that you know where I am at all times. So let me go get that and I'll show you. Alright, so this is my little meter that I've created, which tells you a couple of places I might be if I'm not in my office. I'm going to try to be in my office for you when you need me, but I could be doing other things. So this tells you a little bit about those other things I might be doing, and the arrow is always going to point to it. Okay, so we'll start over here. I could be out of the building helping at another elementary school, or I just might not be there that day. So this one's out of the building. This one, maybe I went to the bathroom, I'll be right back. So if it says be right back, just hang in tight and I'll be right there with you. I could be on my lunch break, so maybe a 15 to 20 minute delay where I'm not going to be in my office. This one says, I'm here, come in. And usually if I'm there, I'm going to have my door open at all times. So I want you to feel comfortable, feel like you can just walk right in. So if I'm there, it's going to point to this one. So just come right in, take a seat, put on one of these cool hats or something, and we'll talk. I could be in a classroom. I could be doing a guidance activity like I am right now. So I might be in another classroom at that time. So you'll just have to leave me a note and I'll get back to you. Or I could be in a meeting, maybe with a principal or a certain parent or teacher or something. I could be in a meeting too. So look out for this. Come to my office whenever you want. If I'm not there, hang in tight or leave me a note or something, and I will make sure to contact you. Okay, so always be looking for this. Alrighty, and another form we're going to talk about today is the need to see the school counselor form. That's a stack of forms. I'm going to keep it on every single teacher's desk. It's going to have little things you can check off, whether you need to see me for an attendance issue or a personal issue, or you just want to talk to me. You can check in there. If it's a personal issue, obviously you don't have to say exactly what it is. And so you'll give that form to your teacher and make sure it's okay with them to come see me so that you're not missing out on anything in class that day. And then you just come right down and give me the slip, and that'll be that. Another form that I want to tell you guys about is the informed consent form that I'm sending home with you guys today. You're each going to get one. I want you guys to take it home to your parents. It talks about, the confidentiality, some legality stuff, legal issues and all that good stuff. I want your parents to read over it, have them sign it, and bring it back by Friday. And if you guys all bring it back by Friday, I'm coming back into this classroom with a whole thing of chocolate cupcakes, and you guys can eat as many as you want. So I want you guys to make sure that you bring it back to me by Friday. Okay. And last thing here, since we're done with all the forms, all the activities, you guys finally get to make your own hit records. I have these things all made for you with the 6 different sections. You guys can put any fun facts you want on them. It'll be a great tool for me to learn a couple things about you. And when we're all done with these, it'll take 10 to 15 minutes to complete them. You can write and decorate all that you want. You can even bring in a picture to put in the center so everyone knows it's yours. Name it whatever you want. We're going to hang these right by your guys' classroom wall, so you guys can see each other's fun facts. I'll put mine up there. You can see my fun facts, and I will also put up the hit record of a school counselor. So if you ever need a reminder of what my roles, my values, my fun facts about my position are, they will be right there for you. All right, so we're going to take the next 10 to 15 minutes to do the hit records, and I hope you guys have a great day and have a great day of learning, and I hope to see you in my office soon if you need anything. All right, goodbye.